don't know why this part don't never just refresh. I gotta go through all of this. See if they went over here. What's that?
Balloon transparent.
Hold on, I gotta put this right here. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, y'all. You know she make me wait, so I'm just sitting here. I ain't touching nothing. I ain't touching it.
Alright, this go in front here. And this one go right here. This one is a delay on this one.
Which one?
If we look at us on this one here.
Oh yeah, it's a delay.
There's a real delay on this. Hold on, y'all. Make it big right here. Block you. You got your glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see?
Hey, y'all. Vicky. Star Delta, Love Cats. Hey, y'all.
Hold on.
I mean, what happened? Love Cat said, I mean. And
Love Cat, she made the beef stroganoff.
I did. I made the beef stroganoff.
And you wasn't
But
there.
we had technical difficulties. You might have been there. We might not have seen you.
I know, right? Oh,
shit.
Dropped something.
I did.
Hold on.
My phone fell, y'all. I was just sitting here on Wish. Y'all know Wish be tripping. Wish will sell you a whole washing machine for $75. Now, how you gonna get it?
Did you say a whole washing machine?
They do. They had a whole washing machine for $75 on Wish. Washing machine and dryer. Excuse me, y'all. Not just the washing machine.
Check 1, 2.
You're welcome. Hey,
check 1, 2. Check.
Hey, y'all got to excuse the hair. I washed it last night, so it's free today. This is my afro. It won't stand up, though. It won't stand up. It's going to fall. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a blessed weekend. Boss Lady Lexi, how you doing? Hey, guys. Hey, y'all.
Congratulations. Oh, here you go.
Did it work? The beef stroganoff? Yeah, it was good.
Oops.
We work. We just had. Eventually, we had talked about it. Oh, the wash and dry. I don't know. I didn't order the wash and dry. I just saw it on. Hold on, y'all. I was just on Wish waiting for her to do. Thank you so much. We hope you're blessed too. I hope everybody's having a prosperous, fun, happy, joyous, restful weekend. If not, out there making that money, you know what I'm saying? Can't be rested and happy and making that kind of swing.
Y'all smash that like button.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, gorgeous girl, where's Lisa? What y'all trying to say?
What happened? What's up, Kristen? What's up, Just Ham Bricks? What's up, Love Cats? What's up, Vicky, Boss Lady Lexi, Susie, to anyone, Star Delta.
I'm trying to find this washing machine. Hold on.
What washing machine?
I'm telling you, I had a washing machine on. On Wish. They got a whole patio set. Thank you.
What's up, Frank?
Thank you, Pierre.
What's up, Pierre? Thank you for
welcome.
The family.
Welcome to the squad.
Welcome to the family.
Hold on, I'm gonna find a washing machine. I think it was a washing machine.
So while she's looking for the washing machine, she don't know we already got a topic to start off with. I didn't want to prep her, but somebody hit me in a DM saying no names, and they wanted us to talk about a certain subject. What's up, Tanya? What's up, Truly Blessed Tiffany? I didn't want to.
Hey, y'all.
I didn't want to talk about the.
Sup?
Hey man, what Charles doing?
Sup?
Charles, you gotta get back. We got a game to play tomorrow.
Sup?
Baby.
That's what he said. Sup?
Yeah, we got something to talk about. What's up, Maya?
That's as low as I can go.
What's
See,
up, Denise?
they knew I was talking about that washing machine.
Y'all smashing that like button. Smash that like button.
They gotta, hold on.
Smash that like button.
You gotta move your mouth back away.
No, the thing too loud.
Testing 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. There you
Look,
go.
y'all, they got
Testing
a whole
1, 2, 2, 2.
mattress on Wish.
Testing 1.
Oh,
All right.
Let me turn my thing down so y'all can see. They got a whole mattress on Wish for $200. Look at that. Look, how you gonna get it? How you gonna get it? Now you can send me some socks from China. I don't know if I want you to send me a whole mattress.
Y'all smash that like button. We got a topic to talk about. The topic came from a DM. I'm gonna put it like that. What's up, East Dad? Lisa don't know about the topic because I didn't want her to be prepared to yeah.
What?
Denise says $300 for shipping.
You can go pick it up over there. No, you're supposed to ship it to me. Whatever that was, it looked like a wash and dry. That was $78. I can't
Y'all
find
smash
it.
that like button, please.
But that was funny. You know how you just sit up here? I was just Googling it. See, what is this? What is it? Look, here we go. Here we go. A compact washer.
Hold on, you gotta leave it there for a second because you go too fast.
Hold on. Now I turned my color. Look, y'all. A compact washer and dryer, $94. That's not the one I saw. But I told y'all they had one on there. Now, I don't know if that's how big it's gonna be. Might be tabletop. Might be able to get a pair of panties in there. That's probably it. How y'all doing? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. How much is shipping? I don't know. I think you got to go all the way out to go to the shipping part. But that was just funny to me. Because you remember Wish was that stuff. It took 7 months to get to you. And then they would send you like the dress would be wrong. The jacket would be wrong. Now it's got all small. Everything be medium. You get a quadruple X and I couldn't get on my foot. Here we go. Dang it, dang, dang. Look.
Did you say dang it, dang?
I said it. That's the one I was looking at. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Black Storm?
Hi, yeah. Here you go. See, I see it. Oh, wait a minute. But yeah, it's $96. I'm sorry, not $78. Portable mini tub washing machine, washer. That's what's. Let me put Wish down for I wish to be crazy.
You comfortable? You want to turn? You comfortable?
I'm good. Why is you? You know, I feel like she trying to keep.
Because I got a topic. I got a topic from an individual.
I know what the topic is.
What is it?
That thing says.
No.
It's another topic. That's part 2. We got a couple of topics. That's why we say let's talk about it.
I don't know what the first topic is.
All right. The first topic is.
Come on. Come on, Cletus. Why it take so long?
The first topic is talking about child support. Deadbeat daddies, deadbeat mamas, and child support. How you feel about child support?
Who, me?
Anybody.
Oh. I mean,
uh-oh.
Let me clear my throat.
Nah, not anyway. I mean, I didn't seek it in the beginning because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, spending time, making sure you got what you need, I'm not about to follow you around for no money. However, that being said, as kids grow, their needs change, as does your need to take care of them. And if you choose not to do that, somebody can make you do it. So child support is a double-edged sword. Child support is for the kids.
Look in that corner.
I always look in that corner because that's where I am. I you need to put like a mirror right there. If you put a little mirror right there, I look up there.
Okay, I get a mirror.
Little sticky mirrors. Each dad don't have. I mean, mamas give me deadbeat, and deadbeat just ain't about money either. Deadbeat just ain't about money. You can be with the person and they can be a deadbeat. It don't have to be. They ain't got to be apart. You can be sleeping next to them every night, and they can still be a deadbeat.
So how you feel if
you're welcome, Susie.
If a deadbeat mom or dad supposed to pay child support and they don't never pay on time? How would you handle that?
Well, think about that is that they're playing with themselves. That's not right. Right. You didn't lay down by yourself. My ex-husband always took care of his kids. There you go. Look, what I'm saying is it depends upon the person. It depends upon the situation. Everybody ain't meant to be together, but that don't mean you ain't got kids together. And if both of y'all look at these kids like, this is my kid and I got to take care of it, you won't have any issues. However, if they don't, I mean, my thing is, if you know you got a kid out there, you know it eat, it shit, it grow, the stuff that needs to be taken care of. It needs somewhere to live. It needs something on his body. It needs something to eat. And if you ain't going to be there physically, you know what I'm saying? If you're not going to be there to support and mentally and make this child understand that it's love, at least pay for his shoes.
Frank G say, if you are taking care of your child, you shouldn't be on child support.
No, if you are taking care of I am 100% with that. If you are taking care of your child, if you two didn't have a contract to lay down and make these babies, unless you were married, that because technically that's a contract. But if you with somebody and you had a baby and y'all, after the smoke cleared about being pregnant, hey Hatch, after the smoke cleared about being pregnant, if y'all could talk about that, y'all could talk about taking care of this baby when it get here. Now, if you don't want to put in your part once it get here, then somebody can make you do that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can make you do that. And you shouldn't have to have somebody make you do that. I know you don't think about child love, Cass. I know you don't think about child support when you're doing it. But the reality is, if you're young, because it's a lot of, I know what you're talking about, Vicky. If you're young, because it's a lot of mamas out there that ain't much older than their kids, then you don't have the emotional experience to be pregnant, let alone take care of kids, let alone know the ins and the outs of that particular situation. But if you grown as hell and you laying down with somebody and you ain't wrapping that thing up, or you ain't on the pill, because it ain't always with the dude, because we always put that shit on the dude and never realizing that it's sometimes, we got to have a backup plan because rubbers bust. If you don't want no kids with somebody, there are ways not to have any. That being said, once they here, if you can talk about getting them here, you can talk about them once they're here. That's just the way it is. And if you don't, but everybody not meant to be a parent, y'all. Y'all gotta understand, everybody is not meant to be a parent. Just because you're physically able to produce sperm or produce an egg does not mean you are meant to parent a father, a mother, a child. We see it every day. Every day. We see kids suffering at the hands of their parents.
Thank you, Pamela.
We see kids suffering at the hands of their parents. Not a stranger, not somebody, hey, H-Top, not a stranger, not somebody that don't know them, not even a cousin or auntie. We see kids every day suffering at the hands of their parents. You think these people was going to pay some child support? Did you think this man or this woman was going to change when that baby got here? These things you got to think about. And you got to think about if you're willing to do this shit by yourself. Hey, y'all. You got to think about if you're willing to do this baby, kid, teenager, young adult, grown up shit by yourself, because a lot of people out there doing it by themselves. And I say people because it ain't always mamas no more. I hate to say it, but sometimes you got it. I can only use myself an example, but I had to get good with me being everything with it. And once I was good with that, whatever came up, I could handle. But you gotta be ready. You gotta try as hard as you can to be ready for this parent thing, because it ain't no joking and ain't no end to it.
Hatch said, my personal belief is all parents owe their children a college education. And if you can't afford to do so, keep your legs closed and that thing in your pants.
I don't think you owe. I don't know. You owe them.
You owe them, period.
But I don't necessarily know. Everybody ain't got the money for college, and they ain't got nothing to do with kids. Because the first thing we think about when we get pregnant is where we gonna get this money from. But if you think these kids give a fuck about this money, you sadly mistaken. It's kids out there don't have anything. See their parents struggling every day, but when their parents ain't struggling, they talking to their kids. They playing with their kids. They reading to their kids. They giving their kids a stable foundation to grow. Kids need a stable foundation. They need to know that they're loved. They need to know that somebody got their back. They need to know that they can fuck up and still come home. They need to know that all that on top of where they're going to get their shoes at. Because at the end of the day, you'll figure it out. Nick had Jordans when he was 6 months old. He ain't walking. You figure out where them clothes and all that stuff gonna come from. But that stuff that ain't got no money, these boys need these daddies to show them how to be a man. Because you got a whole generation of little boys that cannot be men. Because they ain't nobody to show them how. Mm-hmm. You got a whole generation of little girls that do not know how to be ladies. Not just women, but ladies. On top of being a woman, on top of being a queen, on top of being strong. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just monetary. That being said, hit them pockets so you can remember that you out here knocking somebody up. And maybe you won't do it again. Maybe we won't have a whole bunch of kids out here with absentee parents. You better put that decree in the divorce. I figure I'll get it together. Yes, multiple generation. Hey, Miss Diversity. Hey. That's all right. Better late than never, baby.
We just got on like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for child support. I think mama should pay it too. If you ain't there, I don't know why you think if you drop him off with him, your duties stop at the door. No. He don't live with you. If Nick didn't want to live with me, I'd figure out how to send some money somewhere. Because I had it.
Hatch said, I think that's what's wrong with the Black community. We have babies and that's it. No, you are required to give that child the best chance it has in life.
But I believe it's not just the Black community.
It's everywhere.
It's everybody.
It's everywhere. Because I seen,
It's everybody who has a baby and you can't feed yourself.
What's up, Orlando?
It's everybody who has a baby and you living on somebody else's couch. It's everybody who has kids, not just has the baby, but makes the baby. Hey, Orlando. It's everybody.
What's up, Mama?
It's not just because it's a myriad of colors out there. Don't know where they're going to get their next meal from. Or have not had their own bedroom. I have had to figure out where we was going to stay at, but I figured it out. Nick has never missed a day of school unless he was sick. He has never missed a meal. I have. You figured the fuck out. You man up, you pull up your big girl panties and your big boy boxes, and you brought them in here, and you figure out how to keep them safe, and you figure out how to grow them up so that the next generation will be 25 years older than their kids, 30 years older than their kids, not 12 and 13 years older than their kids. The topic is indestructible. Child support and supporting the children.
That's what we're talking about first. Supporting your kids.
Yeah.
We got a lot of kids out here just not being supported. They're not getting those type of support, which is crazy.
You got parents that won't go. I had a guy, one of my customers that work at the bar. He was talking about one of his homeboys who has a very good job, work for the government, but he can retire. And I think he said he can retire in a few months. He can retire. That's how long he's been in the government. And he's got 3 wives and 3 kids. He's got a 9-year-old. He got money, just cheap as hell. The little girl wants to go to dance and play softball, but he don't want to pay for it. He don't want to run around and use his gas up, take his child to the game or to her lessons. And this is a upper middle class, older white man. It is everywhere. Lack of support has nothing. Sometimes it don't even have nothing to do with you having the money. It has a lot to do with how you feel about the other parent. It has a lot to do with how you feel about the other parent. And don't nobody ever say that or think about that or realize that. How you feel about the mama or the daddy is directly affects how you treat your kids.
All right. Pamela said, we should all be motivated to fight to steer clear from poverty and get the same milk and honey as the wealthy, not the leftovers.
You are correct, but it takes time, because if you didn't start out with that silver spoon, it takes a minute to grab that bitch. So until then, live within your means. Until then, if you can't buy it, don't buy it. Regardless of what somebody, hey, Star World.
Susie to anyone said, I lived in a van in my teens for a few, but didn't rob or hurt anyone.
It's a lot. We focus on the material a lot. We focus on the material a lot.
Hello?
And we forget that there are entire generations of people were raised on less than nothing, on dirt floors and one-room houses. We focus on the material a lot. These kids need us. They need our experience. They need our guidance. They need us not to be their friends. They need us to be their mamas and their daddies. They need us to, when they need some shoes, we go buy them shoes. But if you can't buy $150 shoes, you buy the $60 shoes. Because guess what? As long as they walking on some shoes, they doing good.
Miss Diversity say, raising children is expensive as hell and emotionally but rewarding. Absentee parents just do not understand.
No, I look.
You all right, baby?
You can read the stuff.
Hold on, y'all.
I'll catch up in a minute. Andrea, thank you for that. Made me laugh. Got me out of this. I look at Nick, and I never thought I was gonna have any kids at all, not my own. And his, what's the word when you conception was far from ideal. But I can't imagine. that him not being here, whatever the situation. And I made up in my mind that if I had to go naked and work 3 jobs, he was going to be all right. Because He doesn't necessarily have to have more than I had. Have to have what I had when I was growing up. My grandma, it was just my grandma, but I had everything I wanted and some shit I thought about and some stuff I didn't even know I wanted. I had everything that I needed. She wasn't rich. I went to school. I paid that loan off. The first loan I got when I went to Alabama State, I paid it off when I had it. I can't imagine, you know, I can imagine situations making it you not being able to be there for your kids because you can't. But I can't imagine because you don't want to. I can't imagine it being a problem to take care of your kids. These kids out here looking like you and you don't know them. You don't know their favorite color or you don't know the size of the shoes they wear. You haven't seen them shoot a basketball or throw a football or dance. I can't imagine. I can't imagine not having Brittany. And she grown and look crazy. I can't imagine, you know. And I can imagine, no, I can't. So child support, we always just focus, like I said, on the money, the dollars and the cents. But I want you to look back at some of the greatest people, quote unquote, and see where they came from and realize it's not just about the money. Because if you look at our society today, look at what money has done to our society. Look at our president. Look at the people that we look to as celebrities. If they only claim to fame is having money. They only claim to fame is having money. Period. End of discussion. Yes, Andrea. Yes, butt ass naked, saggy, stretch marks. Sure will.
Hatch said white people, let's say Caucasian people, for the most part, college is requirement for their children. You don't see that in a black household.
I don't know that. I don't know if that's necessarily true. But I did no study, so I just don't know. I mean, it looks like it is, like I said, because what we see in the world, what we see is the worst or the loudest, not necessarily worst all the time. Sometimes it's the loudest. But we don't see the thousands upon thousands of young black people that finish college every day. The thousands that go. And college ain't for everybody. Number one, college ain't for everybody. There are people who just are not going to ever be a college graduate. They might be a vocational school graduate. They might learn a trade. My thing is, teach them to take care of themselves. If college is the way to go, then go that way. If learning how to fix cars is the way to go, then baby, I need a shade tree mechanic. Trust and believe me, I need somebody to know how to fix something. If you need to fix some lights, if you need to wire a house, go ahead and learn how to do that. If you need to build, we need furniture. Go ahead and learn how to do furniture. Everything. College has been the pinnacle in the black household. I would say that college has been the pinnacle in the black household for them to be something because they don't look at a skill as being something. But if you are a chef, be the best damn chef. I personally think that if you have the opportunity to go to college and you have the academic intelligence, because it's not about intelligence, school is just a different situation. Your brain is just different in school, and everybody's brains is not school. It's not school material. Yes, college graduates do make more money, but all those people we don't see, all those people we look over, they make money too. electricians, plumbers. Think about the dude that came in your house when we joking about a plumber's crack. Thinking about how much you paid his ass for that hour he was up under your sink.
All right. Indestructible said, it's so strange to me how can you not want to be there for your children? It's not even about the money. It's just show up, be present. It's about the child.
Well, like I said,
people forget at one time you liked something about each other enough to have that baby and put them first. That's indestructible.
This is true, but you got to understand at some point, if there is a situation where the two people can't get along and one person just throws his hands up, I just say his for the sake of the argument, throws his hands up, say, I'm gone, and don't want to interact with the child anymore. That's the person that threw his hands up and is gone. But when you got, I've seen instances, hey y'all, I've seen instances where even though the parents didn't get along, one parent was trying and the other parent was just mad all the time. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough money. It wasn't, the shoes wasn't the right shoes. The birthday party wasn't the right birthday party. The whatever, nothing the other person did was enough. And after a while, they started equating the mama with the kid. I'm telling y'all, if you are into it with your baby mama and baby daddy, please get out of it. Because it ain't affecting y'all. Y'all grown. Y'all got whole other lives outside of this kid. The only person it affects is the child. The only person it affects when you see your baby daddy and your son is your son. It don't affect your baby daddy. If every time you see your child's mama, what's up, and you want to cuss her out so you don't come see the kid, it don't affect the mama because she don't care. It affects your child, your daughter. Your daughter sees how men act through you. Your son acts like you act through you. Your daughter acts the way you act, mama, through you. Your son sees how women are supposed to be treated through you, mama. Y'all get this money, is fine. I'm telling you, it's fine. But at the end of the day, if you a parent, you will get it, and you will still pay the lights, and you will still feed them, and you will still have fun, and you will still do what your life is meant to do. Stop worrying about what you could have had. Stop worrying about what you should have. Stop worrying about where this kid might go, but make sure they go right wherever they're going, and wherever they go will be great. Make sure this kid is going right, regardless of where they going. If they going to college, then boom, go. If they are going to play basketball, football, some kind of sport, then go. If they are going to learn how to cut hair, do you know how beautiful it is? I love to watch a barber work on somebody's head. I love to watch a barber take my baby from looking like a little homeless little boy like he been looking for the past 2 months to the pretty little boy y'all see when he go to school.
Yeah, he didn't want no haircut.
Wait till I get somebody for real in my head. I used to get my hair done all the time. I used to take it from this, but I would cut it all the way off. So y'all might not see that part. But
what's up, no time,
you know what I'm
baby?
saying? Make sure where these kids are going,
Andre,
they going right. Make sure they happy. Make sure they good with themselves. Make sure they don't need nobody else to make them good. And they do, Andrea. Make sure your babies, wherever they're going, because it's millions of kids in college right now trying to figure out how to kill themselves because they're trying to do something for their mom and them and not for themselves. They trying to get a degree that their mama or daddy want them to have, not one that they want to have. Child can't rape. Yes, your child needs you to, when it's dark outside, you make sure that they okay with that because they know anything in that darkness they can handle. You need to make sure that they know that when it's raining outside, the sun will come back out. That's y'all. That's us. That's what we do. That's what we do as parents. And I took me a long time to go for child support for Nick. But the reality was I was figuring it out myself because, like I said, when I was pregnant with him, this is mine. I know the situation jacked up, this is mine. So I got to make sure he's good because my decisions and where I'm at and the stuff I did that. My mama didn't do that. I did that. I was raised fine. I was raised well. More than well. But any bad decisions, any turners I took that were the wrong way, them was my turns. I did them. So when I got that turn with him, and the doctor made me realize I was pregnant for real. Hey, Gloria. Hey, y'all.
What's up, Gloria? Make sure y'all smash
That's
that
true.
like button.
It's a whole bunch of people
button
out here with degrees that work at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'll just say that, just throw that out there.
Hold up. Love Cat said money and education is not bad, but I agree that it's not everything as far as a real love and being there is concerned for the kid.
These people nowadays are making money. Look at what we're doing right now. We're on YouTube. When I was growing up, hey Angel, when I was growing up, there wasn't no damn YouTube. There wasn't no internet. You know how long it took to get on goddamn internet? By the time I got on the internet, YouTube was off. We had to do that stuff. Nowadays, kids have so many different avenues of expression. We had so few when I was growing up. We had so little.
Denise said, my daughter just got her bachelor's degree last year, and my son is in his second year of college. I don't have two children in both of them as in school.
Wait, what?
I don't have two children in both of them in school. All right.
But
Andrea said, college may not be for everyone, but at least go and try. Also, you might not get it the first try again later.
Like I said, if your child doesn't want to go to college, make sure they're doing something. I'm not saying don't do something. I'm saying that if that's not for them, you can't make it for them. Thank you, Miss Diversity. Thank you.
Andrea said, yes, Lisa. If I have to, I will get out there and shake this old ass big booty and
sag and titties. Boy, I will fold them. I will roll them up.
Feed hers if she gotta shake them titties.
I will roll them up and put them in some pasties and be right out there with my cane. Shake it, shake. I'll be shaking one thigh. But whatever.
She said,
but that's what it is.
Shake them titties.
But that's what it is. Child support. Let me tell y'all something. If you put a dude on child support, if he don't pay it, he going to jail.
Right.
And a lot of times you'll get more. My son's went and hates college, but he
well, you know what? I want to be real. When I was going to school, that was so long ago. When I was going to school, they didn't even talk about college. They didn't talk about military, nothing. So when I came out of school, I went straight to work. But where I'm at today, I work for academic technology in the computer field and projection screens and all that. And the funny part was I learned on the job. College wasn't for me. So where we at? So
Stud World just said a lot of stuff. And you're right. The reality is that we constantly see the attack on the Black family, and we see the used as an archetype for how not to raise kids. But the reality is that it's always somebody. You know how many. You're right, Studs World. I can't read all that. You're right.
What's that?
Stud World.
What's she? Oh shit.
No, she said, since I see a lot of negative comments about Black people, it's statistically proven that Black fathers are more involved than any other race in the development. They are. And you're correct. My husband is Black. I was still no other race of men Abandoning women and children numbers as they do.
Hey, Monique.
It's kind of not
You
true,
talking about
Hatch.
child support?
It's kind of not true, Hatch. Well, because statistically, it's more. We are still a minority, so that means that you have to kind of look around, baby. I mean, just because you live down the street from your kids, don't mean you take care of them. So, and the statistics are just what they are. You can read one statistic that say black dads are not there, and then white dads are always there. And you can read one statistic and say white dads don't even know the birthday of their kids, and they live in the same house. So my question to you is this, Hatch: if you are in the house but don't have any idea about what your kids are doing, what your kids are into, who your child is, what's worse? What's worse?
I think it's just everybody.
What's worse, being there and not being there, or not being there at all? See, here we go. Statistics are just that. They are by people, about people. And you have no idea the accuracy or inaccuracy of the statistics. So I can only tell you about my life. My father was white. Or is white. I don't know whether he's alive or dead. Because I've never met him. Never seen him or anyone from that side of my family. So I say again, what is worse? A father or mother, because we keep harping, again, I'm going to get off the daddies and get on to the people, because we continuously harping on men when the reality is women lead their kids too. Mm-hmm. So women are not a part of their kids' life. Women put their men in front of their kids. Men put their women in front of their kids. So I say again, which is worse? Somebody who ain't there. Because if you ain't there, you can't fuck up nothing. Or somebody who is there, but is constantly showing this child exactly what this child is worth to them. What is worse? You stayed, and I was there, and what color are your baby's eyes? What color did what your son wore to school this morning? You know what your daughter had on when she walked out the house? Don't tell me you there and you can't tell me shit about your kids. Don't tell me they stuck around. And these are the same people. Hatch, start, don't start, none won't be none. These are the same people who let their kids slam their door in their face talking about this my house and this my room. No, this ain't your room. What's worse? Sometimes, I'll put ourselves first. Oh yeah. No. Ourselves. I don't put myself above there. My wallet has dust in it. I don't put myself above nobody. My baby. My wallet has dust in it. It's dust. Hear me when I tell you. If I shake that bitch, ain't nothing gonna fall out. My credit card's gonna go, bitch. No, don't drop me, because I might stay down there. I go to work every day.
What it is?
Okay, it's a black problem. And what's a white problem? What's a white problem? Don't worry, I'll wait. What is that? Oh, that's your phone? My phone. And that ain't what we talking about.
Yeah, we talking about child support.
But if you want to talk about that, baby, I mean, you know, this is the topic. It had just fucked up my topic.
Oh, let me go.
Diversity, Miss Diversity said, I would never understand how a woman could carry a life in their womb, nurture it for months, then don't care anything about their rearing. It's sad, crushing my heart. You know, I have a friend of mine, she's actually a couple years older than me. And I never understood why her daughter wasn't never at her house, only on certain weekends. And I was young. And so I was like, where's your daughter? I don't want to say no names. And she said, she lives with her dad. And this child was an infant. We're not talking walking, talking. We talking about an infant. And I known her for a long time. And then eventually I realized the daddy was taking care of the child instead of her. And I just never understood. But then as I got older, I realized she was paying child support to him. So I don't understand how you can carry a baby that 9 months and then give it away or give it to the dad. I don't understand.
Because everybody don't have babies for the right reason. Because babies are used as a plethora of things across the board. They are used to fill a void that you have. They are used to make a person act right, thinking they're gonna act right.
Andrea said my dad was a drug addict and he was so high and he had not seen me since I was maybe 3 and walked right past me, standing in my grandparents' yard where he had lived at one time, married to my mom. That's deep. I don't understand. Maybe snap back.
Huh? You can show that.
Who's that?
You can show that.
Which one?
You might not be there. I got it. Well, that's not often. That's not often. Not now.
What you talking about?
What Susie just said.
What Susie said.
A lot of men find out they're gay, so they leave. Not as often as it used to be. It used to be because before you had what is called beards. A beard is a man or a woman who will marry a gay man or woman to keep up appearances. That happened a lot back in the day. So yes, back in the day, now people are coming of age and the kids are grown and they're like, hey, I'm gay. Nowadays, homosexuality is a little more open. People are not quite as, well, in some places, but it doesn't happen as often as it used to happen. So, but this has nothing to do with being married, y'all.
It's a stud world. Say my mom worked 2 jobs, and that's all I can remember. She financially showed up, but wasn't emotionally involved. It makes a difference. I get it.
It makes a difference. My mom, I was raised by my grandparents. And I guess the reason I don't have a father issue is because, as far as I'm concerned, my father passed away when I was 6. So I didn't have anybody to go looking for. Even though technically I knew I had a sperm donor out there. I've never felt the need to go find it. But my mom was mad for most of my childhood. And I don't know whether it was at me or at herself. I don't know what it was at. But it wasn't until I became an adult that particular aspect of my life got a little better. But even at the end, we weren't 100, but like I said, people have kids for a lot of reasons that have nothing to do with bringing the child in the world and making sure this child is the best child. So I would love for it to be a world where we can, the reason we have kids is because we really want to have them, because we planned them and we've talked it out and we know what's going to happen. But the reality is some babies are, even in marriages, some babies are not expected, not wanted. But they're here. So what do we do?
Well, that's just like, for my prime example, I had worked with kids and I always wanted a kid, but I don't think I was going to have a kid because I was like more tomboyish growing up. So when I did have Brittany, I did put
dad out the house because he was cheating at the time. So it was no, no reason to be, what is it, keep a relationship with somebody cheating on me. So I raised Brittany all her life by myself. And when I did it, I worked 2 jobs. I didn't have to work 2 jobs because back then cost of living was real cheap. I paid my car off when I was living at home with my parents. So, I raised her. I didn't look for child support or anything. But when she got to middle school, or was it? No, she was in high school, matter of fact. When she was in high school, I was like, I remember telling her father when she was an infant, all you gotta do is be there for her. We don't want no money. We don't want nothing. We didn't want zero. But I told him, if you don't be there for her, eventually you're gonna be reminded that you had a child in life. So what happened was after when she got to high school, I filed child support. When she was her first year of high school, I said, I'm gonna file child support to send a reminder that you did have a child in this world that you never took care of all her years of her life. You hear me? So till this day, he's still paying child support.
Hey, Juliet.
Which is nothing. It's a reminder. Because that little bit of money, which, what is it? $27 a week.
I thought it wanted 32.
It was 27.
It was $27.69, wasn't it?
$27.69 a week. You know what that money for? That's
hey, Nora. Thank you so much.
But,
yes, we are.
I never really need child support or nothing because, like I said, I always worked. So that's just a reminder for him to know to this day, since she came out of high school 2010, and this is 2018.
You have a good afternoon, Hatch.
2018. So what's that? 8 years? What's that? 2010?
Yeah.
8 years. 8 years. He been paying child support of $27 a week, $30 or whatever. That's just a reminder that you have a kid out here that you never took care of. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So I'm not really tripping off of it. That's some gas money. But
yes, Andrea, less than $30. See, what people fail to realize
it's
is
nothing.
Child support
but
is
we don't really need it. We just
it's based upon the income of the parent that is being put on child support. That is not the custodial parent. So if you make, and they have to leave the person, the non-custodial parent, enough to live on. Well, they're supposed to. It depends on how many kids you get. But so if you don't make that much, I've known somebody who paid $2 a week in child support. They were getting much more. Now you have men that women go put men on child support who are doing for their kids, thinking they're going to get more money out of them, not realizing you're not taking into consideration that every time you need something, not all of them, but a lot of guys, once they get on child support, you don't need no more money from me because you're getting money every month. So don't call me for nothing extra. You don't realize before you put somebody on child support, all the things that are being done without the child support. Whenever you need something, you call him or her. Hey, he want to do karate. Can you pay every other week? Sure, I got that. They're going out of town. Can you get this? I'll get this. Yeah, I got it. See, these things are different. Child support is for when they ain't got it. I hurt my knee and I couldn't work. And all I saw was that even though I was with her at the time, all I saw was that I was not going to be able to take care of my baby. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I went out child support, because I shouldn't have to ask you. You know what's going on. You know he here. You know he eat. You know he growing.
So let me tell y'all that. I'm gonna come out of pocket with that because, yeah, she hurt her knee and everything, and that's why she walks the way she walked, because she hurt herself. But the point was Nicholas.
She's stupid, Andrea.
Nicholas.
But yeah,
they were sending what, $50 for Christmas and birthday.
No, I mean for Christmas it
was like
whatever I wanted.
If you have a kid out here for real, why would you send once a year? You can't even buy a pair of shoes and an outfit. You hear me? Why would you send something like that? I mean, it's aggravating to see mothers or fathers, not even just fathers, but mothers. You don't see your kid ever, and you think you doing something if you send
thank you, Nora.
$20. What? 3 months later, $10.
Nick be pimping the whole household. Brittany and Charles gonna take him to go get clothes too.
So I don't get it. I don't get how people do it. Like I said, I took care of Brittany. I never got help. You know, I did it myself. Like I said, I worked 2 jobs. The job that I'm still at today, I was working at that job in 1991. So it's like, I don't understand how somebody can walk around this earth knowing you got a kid, your fresh in blood, walking around, and you're not taking care of your kid. I don't get that.
All right, Mr. Burstley, love you. All right, we'll talk. See you later.
Yep, I don't get that. So when
it goes back to what I said. It goes back to what I said earlier.
What's up, James?
As much as I wish that every child was a planned situation, or at least, you know what I'm saying, some kind of thought process. I'm ready to have a baby. You know, it's my time. Whatever. That's just not how that shit works. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all some good shit. I was
right, little cats.
I was 3 months into it. Then I started getting all them fucked up pregnancies and throwing up and all that craziness. I didn't find out I was pregnant till May. I'm gonna tell you, I got the dates. Got some dates. May 27th. When I went to the doctor on June 16th, my first appointment, I was 4 months. At 4 months, I was still in denial. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Because in my head, number one, at 18, I was told I couldn't have kids. So at 35, I was like, yay, I don't want no kids. At 37, I'm pregnant and I'm single. I had no desire to marry anybody. And the situation with the father was far from ideal. But I was also 37. And for me, this was my last and only chance. So maybe that's why I took it the way I took it. He spoiled rotten. And when y'all understand, he was spoiled rotten when I had nothing. When I was working at Walmart, making $7.20 an hour, killing myself. He was spoiled rotten when I was still trying to figure out day to day to day. So even if it's not an ideal, I wish more people, just when they got pregnant or when that came up, the dude too, because he don't get pregnant. Y'all also got to realize that guys don't get what we get. And I'm gonna step out on the side a little bit. Guys don't get what we get when we're pregnant with our kids. They don't get that. We keep saying that it takes 2. It takes 2 to get pregnant. It does not take 2 to have a baby. Stop saying that, because it doesn't. It takes you, mama. It takes you. Because if this man ain't sleeping with you every night, there's no guarantee he's going to sleep with you again. There's no guarantee he's going to be there. Hell, if he sleep with you every night, ain't no guarantee. At the end of the day, it falls on our shoulders. I'm sorry, but that's the shoulders it falls on. These babies fall on our shoulders. They don't feel the kicking. They don't feel the baby growing. They don't have it. They don't push it out, or in my case, get it cut out. So they have to build a bond. Some men build a bond before the baby get here, talking to the belly, picking out the colors, picking out the names, picking out the rooms, all excited. Some men have absolutely nothing to do with it. They show up at the hospital and wait for it to pop out. And some men have absolutely positively nothing to do with it. No hospital, no doctor visits, no signing of the birth certificate, no nothing. we get the, what you said, 43, 62. What? She had a
All
baby
right,
when she was
so
43. It threw me off. She had a baby when she was 43. She had a baby out of
I'm
college.
about to read that. Stay on your topic.
But
she be trying to do too much, y'all.
no, it threw
But
me
I'm about
off
to- I'm
because she
about
said
to-
she
I'm
dropped the
about to
baby
go
off
ahead.
she brought the baby off in college. She's 62. I'm like, oh Jesus,
Erica
that's what we
Lane.
gonna do, Jesus.
Erica Lane said, I was a single mom of 3 at the age of 21. It was hard for me. Sometimes nobody was around to help me.
I'm sorry, Erica, and that does happen. It does happen, babies. I know a young lady who is I think your age or maybe a year older than you are. If she had have had every child she'd been pregnant with at 22, she would have been the mother, I think, 5 or 6.
Andrea said, I got an aunt that thought she couldn't have kids and never wanted kids. She was
fucking
She was fucking though. Well, she had a baby at 43 and now she's 62.
37.
And just dropped her baby off for her first year of college. Yes, Lisa. I told my husband that too, and he insists that he has the same bond I have with the kids.
He does. Wait, what? Oh, Erica. See, yeah.
What's up, Miss Vicky?
No, he doesn't.
Make sure y'all
because he
smashing that like button.
Now, he has a deeper bond than, say, a grandparent or an aunt, because that's my daddy. And, you know, real daddies wait to hear that. Wait to hear dad. Wait to hear daddy. Wait to hear their little girl say daddy. Wait to hear a little boy say pops or whatever little boys say to their daddy. But as mothers, we have felt everything. I didn't know what Nick was doing because I had gestational hypertension. So I had to go for stress tests every other week. And when I was in there, they would strap on my stomach and on the thing, and I would hear his heartbeat. I would go to sleep to his heartbeat because the stress test was just me sitting there for an hour. And I didn't know what he was doing because they normally just leave me in there and let me go. And then they read the shit later and then tell me, whatever. Mm-hmm. So the nurse walked in one time. She said, oh, he got the hiccups. I was like, well, hell, he had hiccups every time I came in. She said, yeah, that's what that is. He has hiccups. You see what I'm saying? They don't have that. They don't have the first time not the kick that somebody else can feel, but that flutter because they moving. But that first time, they can't have it. And Miss Vicky here, the wedding invitation. Once Miss Vicky, email DC because once we know how many people, and we'll let you know. Yes, but once we know who and how many people, we'll let you know. Just let her know. Show her, like, if you have something you can show us.
I got email in that description.
Yeah, email all that information for us.
Hold on.
In some cases, life happens and one can lose the material things. Yes, I lost everything. Everything. I had I had Nick, grandmama got sick, mama got sick. I was trying to figure out how to take care of them, take care of Nick. My grandmama passed away. Mama had triple bypass surgery. I'm still trying to figure out how to take care of them. Try to take care of Nick. I lost my job. Still trying to take care of my baby. Trying to figure out how to do that. But I still figured it out. And look at it. Look at it. Mannerable, intelligent young man. Funny. Smart. Swear he fine. Where you get that from? But I lost everything. But I had him. And I made sure he didn't feel like he lost anything. Because that's what you do. Material things are beautiful. They're wonderful. And I'm glad I'm in a position now to where even if I'm broke, I'm not broke. Because he got what he want. I got what I want. She got what she want. I'm glad I'm in that position now, you know. But I still, you need to take responsibility for the lives you bring into this world. And if you can't take physical responsibility, you need to take financial responsibility. You need to remember that there's someone out here that looks like you, that may talk like you talk, may walk like you walk, because some things are just passed down. It's not anything you teach them. You need to make sure your kids understand that at the end of the day, nobody else has their back like you got.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else will run into a burning building butt naked, covered in Crisco to go get them, regardless of how much fire you on. Realize that I will lift a car building bitch elephant off my baby. I will go to jail for him. I would die for him. I would kill for him. And if I had to give my last dollar out of my wallet for him, I'd do that too. Because he ain't asked to be here. Now, when he becomes an adult, and I have raised him up to be a fine young man, a young gentleman, yes. Then he takes responsibility for his life and his actions. But until then, I got to get him to that point. You got to get him to the point to when you look at him, you don't shake your head because you're wondering where the hell I went wrong. The only reason you shake your head at your baby is because they're making you laugh. You got to get them to that point, people. Nobody is more important than your baby. Thank you, Love Cats. You're correct. It would be. You're correct. It still is. There are, Love Cats, what Love Cats said. I can't see all of it, but you're right.
Love Cats said, by society standards, you and DC relationship would be frowned upon, but you guys are doing an awesome job, and raising Nick and Brittany turned out beautiful too.
Because it's not about my sexuality. Nick don't know nothing about that. That ain't got nothing to do with him. It's about me loving him, me loving her, her loving me, and her loving him.
Right.
That's what that's about. There are thousands, there are hundreds of thousands of kids right now in foster care that need to be adopted. There are thousands, tens of thousands of gay couples right now on lists trying to adopt these kids. And because of their sexuality, not because of their monetary value, not because of how much money they make, not because of where they live, but just because he has a husband and she has a wife, they can't adopt these kids. So they would rather for these kids to sit here unloved on a system that completely ignores them, to the fact that they don't even know they're gone sometimes. Instead of giving them the people who would give them the lives that they can't even dream about. So it boggles my mind why you worried about who I go to bed with every night, because that is just one aspect of me. That is just one aspect of me. Yes, baby, you fight for your babies. It doesn't matter. Let me tell y'all something. You fight for your babies. If you get them taken away, let me tell y'all what babies want. They want to know you fighting for them. It don't matter if you there. If they know that every day you get up, you was trying to get back there, you was doing everything in your power to get next to them. Mm-hmm. That is just as important as you being there sometimes. I saw something. I don't know. It's strange that she said something about kids and parents, and I had read. Yes, all you got to do is listen to them, because these are stories you would normally hear. Black Storm. These stories you normally hear, because they're not going to tell you about these stories of kids just struggling until they become something NFL or game, drafting, and any of that. You won't hear about these stories until then. But there are thousands of these stories every day of these little boys that played their way into college and played their way through college. Now they doctors and lawyers and Indian chiefs. They don't have to go to the NFL. They just want to get out of their situation. You have boys right now, young men and young women in the military, because that's the way they're going to go to school. So they went to the military. If you want it, you'll go get it. Let me tell you some good shit. I don't care if you have nothing. If you wear the same pair of shoes, socks, pants, and shirt to school every day, if you want better, you'll go get better. If you want different, you do different. But you got to teach your kids that. I'm bad at it. I will. I give them shit. Because for a long time, I know she ain't doing. You know how long it took us to get that desk that's in the other room over there?
What desk?
That white desk.
Oh.
I'll tell y'all about that one. I will tell y'all about that white desk one day. So just remind me of the white desk so y'all can understand when she shake her head about what I do for man. What we done did for both of them. Y'all, and anyway. But I did because it was just me. Every day, yes, sir, Andrea. Yes, they do. If you want better, you will do better. And doing better means just being better than yesterday. Well, that's fine, Erica. Let me tell you something, babies. 3 babies at 21. You was a baby when you was having them babies. And I don't know the story behind them, and I don't have to know. But the reality is there are a lot of girls like you, and you just need somebody to tell you it's going to be okay. If you did the best for your babies was for somebody else to raise them because you couldn't, you did exactly what a mama's supposed to do. If I can't do it, and there's somebody else that can do it, I'm going to ask you for help. If I can't make it happen, but I know somebody else can make it happen and they willing to, I'm going to ask you for help. I ain't too proud to do what I got to do for my babies. And if that means I didn't have the youth problem. So I had the mama with me. So that was, okay. Yes, Erica. You did what a mama was supposed to do. So, baby, you can cry. But don't cry because you did nothing wrong, baby. Cry because you did everything right. And maybe because you miss your babies. But you say they know you as mama. You did what you were supposed to do.
Yep.
Your babies at the end of the day, you brought them here. And we love to say, I brought your ass here, I can take you out. Well, you need to say, I brought your ass here, and I'm going to make you the best I can make you be.
Yeah, because Erica, you did exactly what you had to do. You kept them out the system. You know what I'm saying? You know how some kids end up in the system?
I mean, the system in and of itself is a raggedy ass system because it'll take your kids from you and it'll leave kids with just raggedy. That's why I said I got thrown off. Y'all know I'm random. I read something yesterday. Yes. I read something yesterday that threw me for a loop. It was a twofold situation. There's a young boy, he was 13. I don't remember his name. Little black boy. From all accounts, good kid. Had a stepsister or half-sister, not stepsister, half-sister. From all accounts, he was a good kid. So but one day he tells his mom, there's something I got to tell you, and it's not good. He told his mother that he molested his half-sister. She called his father, not the little girl's father, but his father, and told him what happened and told him, we need to talk and we need to figure this out. We need to get something done. He needs to pay, we need to see what's going on. The child is 13, the little girl was 9. So the father came over and cussing, whatever. He took the little boy out to the lot in between the houses stripped the little boy down. First, he took his gun out. I'm sorry, I skipped the gun part. Sorry about that, y'all. He took the gun out and he pistol whipped the little boy in the house. As the little boy was begging his daddy to stop, he stopped hitting the little boy. Yes, Miss Vicky. As the little boy was begging him to stop hitting him, Dad stopped, told him to strip down naked, took the little boy outside into a lot in between the houses. The little boy was begging him. And I guess the mom thought that he was just trying to scare him. And he was like, they were out there for a few minutes and he took the gun and he shot his son in the head and killed him. This was his son, not his stepson, not the little girl's daddy. This was his son. And the only thing he could think of was to kill his son. I couldn't imagine what would cause that reaction to anybody. I can't imagine what would cause that reaction to anyone. Yes, what the child did was horrendous, but he was a child. And there were things that you could have done other than taking out your gun and shooting your son in the head. Every day, I read about a mother who has left her infant or her toddler with her boyfriend who is not the daddy. And she comes home to a deceased child who fell out the bed or who tripped outside where they were playing. All of a sudden they have broken bones and internal bleeding and they die. Every day, the support we need to worry about is these kids. If you don't want to be somebody's mama, don't be that. If you done had a baby and don't want to be somebody's mama, don't be that. But don't take the child's life because you ain't had sense enough to wear rubber or make him wear rubber or get a pill or a shot or IUD or the plan B. You know what? The mother was just, she didn't know what to think. She didn't know what to think. I mean, what do you think? Your son, your 13-year-old son, who has just told you he did a bad thing to your daughter, is now laying on the ground dead at the hands of his father. I don't understand. Before we even get to support, child support, we need to get to parents, to being parents. This kid, whatever reason is here, is here. It's every day, 2 or 3 times a day, I hear some child has died at the hands of their parents. Hear me when I'm saying this, y'all. Y'all talking about child support. You go downtown right now, and unless your ex-wife, husband, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend is making a lot of money, you gonna get a little bit of money for this kid. He going to jail. Valerie, you gonna get a little bit of money every week for this kid. Yay. But what else are you giving this child? How many times a day do you tell your kids you love them? Do you hear me? How many times a day do you tell your children you love them? How many times a day you just text your kid? I find myself having to text Nick because I didn't talk to him before I left the house. Now I text him, just checking on you. I love you. Did you eat? That's all I say. I can't imagine I can barely beat his ass. And I talk a lot of shit. Nah, he do something I probably could. But I can't imagine that. I can't imagine coming home, him being dead, and her explanation is he fell out of bed. Well, so did you. In a few minutes, you about to fall out of bed. Well,
Did you feed me?
he ate this morning. I don't know. He was sleeping when we left. I can't imagine.
Oh man.
I can't imagine that,
We're
y'all.
gonna take our Drea for child support.
Gonna drop ball. She be back. Yeah. Look at what Indestructible said. His real mama fed him, no, just but
That's fine.
y'all know. I just carried him. 13 years later, I gave him to Brittany.
That's messed up.
It's just, I mean, dads, if you got kids out there, take care of them. Don't make nobody put you on child support. Mamas, same thing. Don't make nobody put you on child support. Parents, don't. And parents that are putting them on there, if they take care of their kids and you don't like them, and hey, Mystic, and if they take care of their kids, don't run them parents off because you don't like them no more. They ain't for you no more. They just for this kid. They here for this child, this little girl or this little boy. That's the only thing they here for. Don't run off a parent that's taking care of their kids. Don't run off a parent that wants to be in their kid's life because you don't like them, because of how they treated you. Well, they may not have been a good boyfriend or a good girlfriend or a good wife or a good husband. That doesn't make them a bad parent. That just makes them a bad spouse or a bad significant other. That don't make them a bad parent. And don't you make them a bad parent by running them off. If you can't take care of your kids, ask for help. Don't be sitting up and talking about, I figured out. If you didn't figure out how to feed your ass, how you going to feed 2 people or 3 people? Ask for help. Ask somebody, please come get this baby because I don't know what to do. Somebody, please tell me what to do, where to go. There's somebody out there. And it ain't always a family member. Yes, Andrea, closed mouth don't get fed. If you can't handle being somebody, mama and daddy, find somebody who can. Don't put your hands on these babies because they crying. That's what the hell they do. Don't put your hands on these babies because you want to go out and they stop you from going out because you ain't got no babysitter, bitch. That's your fault. Don't leave these babies with just anybody because they love you. They don't love you. If you going to work and they staying at home doing nothing, every time I look,
Kids don't stay kids.
yes, they don't. Kids don't stay kids. Nicky was a baby for like 3 seconds. I look up, he was walking. 5 minutes ago, he was 13. Now he about to be 14 in the 8th grade, and he 4 years from going to college. When the hell did that happen? I look at him every day, and I want to hold him like he a baby, but damn, he taller than me. Nobody asked to be here. None of us. None of us asked to be here.
Right? Indestructible. You right?
Yes. Everybody, you are correct, Andrea. If you ain't ready to be somebody, mama or daddy, figure out birth control. Figure it out. That's what it's there for. Condoms, pills, creams. They got cups. They got stuff. They got films. They got pills you can take the next day. They got a shot you can get in your arm. They got IUDs and a ring. There's a ring that you can put up in there. If you don't know her name, if you don't know her full name, if you can't rat her ass out to the police, don't have sex with her. You hear me? You hear me? In 2018, nobody should have an unplanned anything. an unexpected anything. All us got a sister, a cousin, or somebody we love that we want to just beat her ass because she can have a baby just by she pregnant. Me, it took 37 years. Blowing the bitch and she knocked up. All us got somebody like that, Andrea. In 2018, there's no reason to have an unplanned anything. You shouldn't have an STD. Do you know how much stuff I got? You can Google anything. I understand mistakes happen. I understand people get horny. Excuse me, they do. Oh. Anyway, but no matter how much sex we have, baby, guess what we can't have? That I got hot flashes now. So
You started.
But it started off. It started off as child support. So let's go back to the initial topic, which was child support. If you have, listen to me, y'all. This is some good shit. I'll tell you something real talk.
I'm listening.
They need money. Get off me. They need if you have a kid out there, and whether you're the mom or the daddy, yes, they sure do. You can go down to the health department right now and get a bag of rubbers. Rubbers. I don't know why y'all try to be all politically correct. Nice condoms, prophylactics, rubbers. Yes. Indestructible, you're correct. Let me tell y'all something. You do not want a man or woman in your life that is not taking care of their kids. Let me say one more again. Robert, you do not want a man or woman in your life that is not taking care of your kids. And if you are the man or woman that is cool with that, they shouldn't want you. All day long, you better wear them like earrings like TLC used to do. Ain't too proud to beg. Had a rub on her eye, right over eye, left eye. She was covering it up. Yes. If you the kind of woman that's cool with him not taking care of his kids, he should leave you where your ass at. If he up there talking about how he don't want to pay child support and he don't want to go to the birthday party, you should leave his ass where he at, because he gonna do you exactly the same way. Let me tell y'all something, babies. What they tell y'all, don't be trying to read nothing in. Don't be trying to yes, Sharon. Don't be trying to read between the lines and think that your coochie or your ding ding is gonna be the one to change this person from the asshole that they are. You got some special sparkle unicorn stuff spreading glitter all over the world. That ain't how the world works. It's not how it works. Ain't how it works. Take care of your kids. Don't let them grow up to be kids that don't take care of their kids, or people that don't know how to interact, or miserable, sad. Just it's ugh.
Black Storm say, at 45, I had to tell my own mom, you abused me as a kid and I didn't have a voice, but you will not mistreat me as an adult. You don't want me. It's your loss. I'm every woman. I had to let her go.
Yes, babies. Sometimes that is also a fact of life. I'm so done with Andrea. I'm so extra done. Yes.
Oh, she back to
ring the devil's doorbell.
Devil's doorbell.
Ain't made a baby yet. Ain't made a baby yet. I'm not gonna mess with you, Andrea. Stop writing stuff so I can read it. Wrote it big so I can read it. Hey y'all. So baby, forget Yes, sometimes, sorry, you have to let your kids go. Sometimes, as kids, you got to let your parents go because 37, yes, 37. It's a bad age. It's a bad age for me. No, sorry. Sometimes to grow, you have to let go. And sadly, sometimes that means letting go of the one person who should love you unconditionally. But as we've seen, sometimes parents don't love their kids unconditionally. And as a kid, we're taught to honor our mother and father, and we're taught to love them unconditionally. So we do that because as kids, the reality is, hey, boss lady, I didn't see you, baby. Hey, as kids, as a reality, you kids, I heard something the other day and it resonated. Kids don't do what we say. Kids don't do what we say. Well, I told you what it was. Anyway, they don't do what we say. They become who we are. That's not what they said, but that's basically what it was. You can tell a child all day, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. They ain't gonna do it. Or they're gonna do it wrong, or they ain't gonna do it like we like it. They ain't gonna do it. But they will do what they see you do. If you read, they'll read. If you cuss, they'll cuss. I'm surprised nigga ain't cussing everybody out.
We don't know.
I mean, he might be, as long as I don't know about it. Oh, I'm sorry, Valerie. You know what, baby? Let me tell you something. You can't make nobody love you, but you can love yourself. And sometimes it's hard if the person that should have loved you, regardless, and on top of everything else, doesn't. But it's not impossible. Okay. It's not impossible, baby. Everybody's not meant to be a mama, y'all. Again, that's me back wanting the perfect world. Okay, boss lady. Me wanting a perfect world. I wish that we were. I wish that everybody who has kids wanted them. I wish that every mother loved their child the way I love mine. I wish that every father was able to be there. I wish that we had enough money to take care of these babies. I wish that I didn't see babies killed by their parents. But that's just not the world. The world is what it is. Yes, cat eyes, and you should not. I wish that the unconditional love that is supposed to be that of a parent were for everybody, but it's not. Because the reason the kids get here is not the same. If you had a baby because you hope that will make him love you, you're not going to have the same love you have. If you had a baby to make your marriage work, you kind of got to make the marriage work with a baby get here. If you're trying to fill a void in you by having kids, you got to find out why that void is there, not fill it with something that don't go there. If you want somebody to love you so much that you had this baby because you're missing that love, you need to kind of find that in yourself. Because if you don't know love, how you going to show them love? You can't teach what you don't know. You can't give what you ain't got. I wish we could make that a thing. You can't give what you don't have. Thank you, Victor Lyons. How you doing? If you don't have love in yourself, how you going to give it to your kids? If you're trying to have a kid to have love, how you going to teach them love? If you don't know how to do things, if you don't know how to be a parent, how you going to be a parent? Wait, what? Yes, Andrea. And I'm sorry, Valerie, but you made it, baby. You here. And when you get a chance, Valerie, you got to get good with that because that will hold you, Valerie. That will consume you on the inside. And that the fact that you made it and that you here talking to me, Valerie, means that what she wanted to happen didn't. So you'll be okay. You will. It sucks. It sucks. Okay comes after sucks. It does. Everything don't suck all the time. That's the bad part about suicide and murder. Everything don't suck all the time. You never get to the unsucky part if you can't get past the sucky part. Provides. Yes, Black Storm. But we don't realize just how much the mama provided. The reality is mama has always been the seat, has always been the power of the home. Because see, you can buy a house. I read some, I read a lot, so y'all can say a reason. I read something the other day. You can buy a house, but that doesn't make it a home. Mamas have always been the seat, have always been the heart, have always been the power of the home. Yes, daddy went out and got the money and we didn't work, but we had 4 or 5 little kids running around. If you ever been in daycare, you know that's more than a job. That's past an invention. That's just a horror movie waiting to happen. But and as times change, I like indestructible. I like horror novels. I read like paranormal, suspense, stuff like that. I read a lot of fantasy. I guess it would be considered fantasy. I guess it would be considered fantasy. As times change, we constantly talk about what was, but this is what is. Times changed. Family dynamics changed. The 2-parent nuclear family changed. The village changed. And while some of the values and things from the past were good, some of them weren't. So as the bad changed, the good changed as well. But that didn't mean the good went away. The good just took a different form. You may not have both your parent, a mother and a father, or 2 mamas or 2 daddies in the household. It may be just one mama, one dad is struggling. But that don't mean you don't have a full family. That just means you have a different kind of family. So it takes a long time to get over stuff, baby. It does. And sometimes you don't even get over all of it, but you get over most of it so that you can find a place of peace. I say that because there's nothing like a place of peace in your life. Your home, your family. That's where you go. It's like when I'm at work and work because I'm a damn nerves, I know I'm coming home. There's nothing in here. There's nothing out there that can stop me from coming in here. Because I know once I get in here, I'm in my place of peace. I'm laughing and joking about the TV. I'm playing a game on my phone. And there's nothing else. During the weekend, the only time I look at my phone is when I'm on live or something like that. I don't even have my phone up. I'll get a text message on Friday night because I ain't picked my phone up since Friday night on Monday morning. You're here for a reason, Valerie. And you're in the bomb squad, so now you got a big old country ass family.
Oh, you gotta be country. All right, you guys, we're about to close this out. I thank y'all for coming through for Real Talk. And if you have any topics.
Yes, Tanya. Y'all, my swear book. Hold on, sorry.
Wait a minute, hold on. If you have any topics after the live is over with, drop the topic down in the comment that you might want us to talk about next Saturday.
Did y'all know there was such thing as the llama corn? Thought I'd tell y'all that. It's unicorn, but it's llama.
You okay, babe?
Yep. And my swear book is awesome.
Yeah, she saw that book. When you see that book about a week ago?
I don't know, it was on something.
About a week ago. She saw that book and she's like, "Oh, baby, look at this book. I like this book." So what
That's
I did
right.
was,
Let's show Valerie some love.
What's that?
Oh.
So you got some slide to the right.
I know. You act like I don't have an iPad. Where the heck is it? I slew too fast. Oh, because it's the iPad. They gonna tell me. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Y'all show some love for Valerie. Give her some love. Let's throw them hearts up for Valerie, y'all.
Oh, not the eyeballs. Hold on.
Eyeballs.
I don't know how many hearts I had. It's a bunch of. All right, but yes.
Throw some hearts up.
Cuss words, and they're beautifully written. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. As you know, our topics always go left to center.
We kind of stayed on topic.
Cuss in German? I don't know. Yeah, well, I want to learn all the cuss words.
Thank y'all for throwing them hearts up for Valerie.
All the languages.
Valerie, we will keep you in our prayers.
All right, guys. Sometimes family let me tell y'all something, and then we can go. God gives you two families. The one you're born into and the one you make. If one ain't working, he gives you ability to make, I didn't mean throw the finger up. He gives you ability to make another one.
Yeah, some family make.
I don't know what time indestructible, because we're doing videos too, but it'll probably be game time, probably be around while I'm cooking, right before I start cooking.
Yeah, we probably do game day after 3, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, when I start cooking.
We gotta do some videos. Catch up on some videos. We've been doing a lot of school shopping.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Black Storm. Anyway, I forgot. Yeah, you have the ability to make families. This is a family. The Bomb Squad is a family. I tell y'all all the time, we're going to take this worldwide. But at the end of the day, bye, y'all. Yes, Andrea. At the end of the day, a family is somebody who loves you for your good, your bad, and your ugly. They love you through your mess. They love you through any and everything. And sometimes you ain't necessarily born into that, but you'll get it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate y'all hanging out on these lives with us. Make sure you like this.
Hit that like button. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button right now.
I'm gonna take all these microphones.
Hit that like button
and hide them. I'm gonna
take a thumbs down, but we got a thumbs down. I know we got a thumbs down from. I know who we got that thumbs down from.
Thank you, Tanya. If you haven't hit that like button already, go ahead and hit it for me. Share this video because somebody else might need their mama to fuss at them, and they ain't got no mama to do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I would like to welcome all our new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for joining the Bomb Squad. We love y'all. And comment down below the good, the bad. Again, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because it was too ugly, I just block it. So it don't matter.
That's why I watch the room. I watch it.
What's up, she don't want me to stop the live because she know I will pause the live.
She will pause the live and then she be out of control.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being Real Talk. Thank you, Riri. Hey,
Andrea, I ain't say no names. And they unsubscribe too. But it's okay. Every time we lose a subscriber, we gain more. We're almost to that 4K. I think we need like 20 something more.
Thank you, Riri. All right, all you babies, all you moms. Love y'all. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so hit them comments down below if y'all got another
after the live is done.
Yeah, after the live is done. Go down in the comments if y'all got another topic or anything y'all want to say. Don't have to be about the live. All right, so this is Lisa.
And DC KOOLAID.
Bye, y'all.
And we out.
Hey.
Baby girl, what's happening? You ain't on that tonight. I'm gonna get the